Happy New Year, guys, or at least almost New Year anyway. As of the posting this, it'll be a few hours before 2020, so holy crap, another year has passed. I can't even believe how fast it's gone. It's also the end of the decade, which is quite a big deal as well. Goodbye 20 teens, as I've been calling them. I don't know what you guys have been calling them. Some people have been calling them the 2010s. Doesn't really make any sense to me because it's, 2012 and 13, 14, 15, 16, So I don't know. I've been calling them the 20 teens. That being said, I'm going to do what I normally do this time of year and give you guys my both New Year's reflections and New Year's resolutions. So it's been quite a year for the channel, I have to tell you. It's been another great year of growth for the channel. A lot of really fun times on here, a lot of shifts, a lot of things that I've been doing differently, like creatively and whatnot. And as always, I got my list here, paper list. I actually, today, as of the recording, this is a couple days before New Year's Eve, I actually went through and I watched my New Year's resolution of last year for 2019. And it was interesting for a couple reasons. First of all, I was pretty sick. And second of all, I cannot believe how fast it's been, how short a time it feels since I've recorded that video. So it's kind of crazy to me that we're doing this again, but here we are. Let's do it. So, as always, I'm going to start out with what I talked about in my previous video for my predictions, reflections, and basically my resolutions for what 2019, what I wanted to accomplish this year. So I've got quite a list here, as you can see. It's pretty long. So I'm going to try to be as quick and concise as I can so this isn't like a 50-minute video. So anyway, so as far as my resolutions for this year, these were a couple of things. Well, first of all, I should start with the fact that this time last year, I was sitting at about 760 subscribers and 192,000 views. Pretty good. I saw tremendous growth in my channel in 2018, particularly after all the Smash stuff. So my channel got a really big boost after that. Another thing that happened actually in 2018 was the Discord was fresh and new. So that was another thing that was and Twitter, I think, as well. I did that year too. So yeah, there was quite a lot of growth that had occurred that year. So I basically at the end of it was sitting at 760 subs and 192K views. And I had set a goal at the midway through the year after I kind of blew away my original goal. And the original goal was 1,000 subs and 500K views, which didn't happen at the end of the year. That was fine. I was okay with it. And as of this year, right now, I'm sitting at 1,030 subs and 221K views. Like seriously, awesome. I'm not applauding myself. I'm applauding you guys. I'm applauding all the people who watch my videos and check my videos, watch my Let's Plays or my scripted videos. I got a flood of people after the Castlevania video. Thank you guys for that. I'm super humbled. That pushed me over 1,000. So it's I've hit a goal I hit one of my goals for this year, which was the 1,000 subscribers, and I'm really, really pleased about it. I feel like it's a real milestone for the channel. So thank you all so much. I promise to continue to give you guys good content and just do the best I can. That's all. I mean, if those of you who have stuck with me, tuned in for all the different kinds of content that I've done, I have a very, very diverse pool of content on this channel. And I just appreciate all of you guys who like one facet of it or who watch everything. So thank you all, as always. That being said, I might as well start out, since I'm reflecting on this, in giving you guys my goals for the end of this year. Honestly, and by this year I mean 2020. Honestly, I'm gonna stick with the 500K view mark, because I think that's still something that's it's definitely shooting high for sure, but I think we could potentially make 500K views, or at least get pretty close to it. But I'll make my ambitious goal be 500K views for the channel. My realistic one a little over 300K. So somewhere between 300 and 500K. If we make it to there, I'd be pretty pleased. Especially, well, I think 300K is very reasonable considering we're at 221 right now. So that being said, I want to make my subscriber goal 5,000 subscribers. I realize that's also pretty ambitious, but I'm trying to really, as I said, tread new ground, really work on myself. So I think it's something that is feasible, but we'll see how it goes. So my optimistic goal for this year, 5,000 subs, 500,000 views on the channel overall. So wish me luck, guys. I hope it goes well, and I appreciate everybody who will help me get to that goal. I appreciate it. So that being said, all the numbers stuff out of the way, because that's what everybody seems to concentrate on with YouTube. I think there's been many other victories that I've had that far outweigh the whole subscriber count and view count and all that stuff. But let's get into it. So my resolutions for last year were the following. I wanted to do more well-produced videos, and I wanted to do more Let's Get Reels. Now, I did one of those. I didn't really do the other. I did a few Let's Get Reels. I think I did maybe 2 or 3 of them this year. It's kind of fuzzy for me which ones were done at the end of last year and which ones were done at the beginning of this year. So I didn't really do as many as I wanted to. I do like that series, but it often is put on the back burner. I also have, as I've said before, I kind of argue with myself on that series because it's I don't know how controversial I want to get with some stuff because I don't really want to. I don't know. I'm okay with just talking about games and fun stuff, and I don't really. Sometimes when the mood strikes, I will want to talk about more in-depth stuff, and sometimes I don't. So that one's kind of hovering. I got a few ideas for Let's Get Real episodes, but it's definitely really been something that's way more on the back burner than anything else. So I know I wanted to do more Let's Get Real. Really didn't do any this year, too many, and I'm honestly okay with it. It's something that, again, is just kind of on the back burner. As far as well-produced videos, though, I am extremely proud. Quite a few of the videos that I've put out this year. One of my other goals was to make a top 20 Super NES games list, which was my first, I think, real big video of the year. I produced that one, and it was released in February. It is now, I just saw it today, at 15,000 views. Thank you all so much for watching that video, for checking it out. I worked super hard on that video. I really felt like that video was a turning point for my channel, especially this year, because it was really successful. I put a lot of time and effort into it. I really feel like my editing, my ability to edit, has gotten way better since that video, and because of that video. Also my narrations and things like that. So I'm super proud of that video. It's one of my absolute favorite videos on the channel. If for some reason you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's top 20 Super Nintendo games. I'm super proud of that video, and I was really I'm floored. that was a resolution for this year that I wanted to accomplish that far exceeded my expectations. So thank you again for that. I also want to do a anniversary for a video that would be like a 30th anniversary Mother series celebration video, and I did do that. It was a little different than I wanted to do. I wanted to do kind of more of like the brief history videos, talking about the fan base, the games, all the stuff behind it. I started a script and I had but by the time the 30th anniversary actually rolled around, I really didn't have enough time to get the editing done and everything. So I put out that little video which had me singing on it, and to the Smash Bros track. And that also has done really well. It's actually sitting at almost 900 views. So thank you guys for checking that out. I really liked that video. So that was another one that really exceeded my expectations. I also did a discussion video where I talk about my, why I love the Mother series, which also did pretty well. So I was actually really pleased with that as well, since I really wanted to acknowledge the Mother series anniversary. Love that game. Love that series. I was super pleased to do it. So those are 2 videos that I really wanted to do that I'm just so proud of how they actually turned out, and the response that they got. So awesome stuff. Now let's see. As I guess some more kind of technical stuff here. Another thing that I really wanted to do was work on some of the technical issues I've had and work on upgrading equipment. I managed to fix the problem with streaming in HD by using that other PC. Problem is, now I'm having the same issue because it's not really the streaming itself, it's the PC restarting on me randomly and me trying to troubleshoot it and not doing a very good job at troubleshooting it, and basically, yeah, having issues streaming HD now, which sucks because I was enjoying streaming Link's Awakening, I was enjoying streaming Yoshi's Crafted World and a few other games, and I just Undertale's another one, and it's like now I'm having problems with that, so I'm kind of back to square one, unfortunately. But for most of the year, that was a resolved issue, so that kind of goes hand in hand with this other goal I had of, I don't know, actually trying to get better equipment. This is purely a monetary issue. I just haven't. It's been a crazy, crazy year for me. I had to buy a car in the beginning of the year. We moved in at the end of the summer, as many of you guys know, and there's just been like a lot of unforeseen expenses that we've had and a few other things. So saving money in general has been difficult, and just trying to spend money on like a several $100 camera or at least several $100 microphone or new software or new PC has just been really difficult for me. So I just haven't done it. It's basically it's pretty much a money problem. It's not that I don't want to do that. I just haven't had the money. So just to be realistic, I have expenses. I'm an adult. I have to pay bills and stuff, and there's some times that I'll buy stuff, that maybe I shouldn't, but I still, end of the day, it's still a lot to get to buy higher caliber equipment. And I think I've done pretty well, aside from that, using this laptop and it's Rachel's MacBook, and using the other PC as well for certain things. So I'm going to keep working on that. I'm hoping maybe I can try to sort that out. But that actually, I think, goes right into the next thing that I had talked about last year, and that was starting a Patreon and also monetizing the channel. Now, because of the extra boost to my channel with the 1,000 subscribers, and with also, because I've got a few successful videos, like I meet the qualifications. I do have 1,000 subscribers, and I've also have, I think it's 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year, whatever I forget specifically what it is, but so I can monetize, and from what everybody's told me, a lot of people, I always had issues with that because I hate commercials, and I always wanted to do this for fun, but I do see the value in monetizing, especially with the new law that was recently passed that has that weird stipulation where channels that aren't, commercially viable can be removed and everything. In that way, it might help my channel too, because I'm kind of afraid of that, being a smaller channel and going, hey, I've got over 1,000 videos here, and I don't want them just deleted just because my channel isn't commercially viable. So there's also that reason, but to be honest, I think if I could make a little bit of money off of this channel, that could really help me, put more back into the channel. So I think that and a Patreon is going to happen, and I'm probably going to use most of that money, if not all of it, to put back into the channel, to get a new camera, to get better recording equipment, to get better editing software. I think probably I need editing software more than anything, because I've pretty much exhausted iMovie's capabilities. iMovie now is not, for me, to be honest, it doesn't offer enough for me to be satisfied. Like, for me to be making videos with the best in the best quality that I think I can, and with the most how do I explain this? Like, I just basically need better editing software. One with more capabilities that let me do the kind of things that I really want to do with editing, especially some of these well-produced videos. So I think editing software is number one, a camera and PC is number two, and then I'm pretty satisfied with my Blue Snowball, but eventually I'd like to get a better microphone as well. So we'll see how that goes. But those all kind of go hand in hand. I will let you guys know very soon. I've got to apply for monetization. I really, really want to read thoroughly through YouTube's terms and conditions before I do that. And I already have a Patreon set up. As soon as I can, I'll kind of review that again and go over everything, and I'll link that to the page. You have my word that I will not be obnoxious with it and put it at the end of every end screen of my video. No, it'll probably just be in the description and link to the channel, and that's it. I'm bad at even promoting my own Discord and Twitter, so I'm probably not gonna. Don't worry, I'm not gonna shove Patreon down your throat. So if anybody supports me on Patreon when I launch it, I appreciate it. If not, obviously my videos will always be very user friendly, and I will, it will always be user friendly in terms of you will never have to pay to watch my videos. I don't believe in that. So yeah, but point being, expect those two things pretty soon. Along with the equipment too, I should really mention, and you guys have probably noticed in my Games of the Decade video and in this video, hey, this is kind of like a new location. What is this? This is cool. This is our spare room in the house. We share it. Rachel's piano is actually right over there. And you guys will probably start seeing it in the background in the videos. I am getting a desk pretty soon, and I'm hoping to have it be my little I guess workstation, whatever you want to call it. So right here, I'm actually going to be facing this way. So like the desk will be like where this shelf is, and the shelf will be in a closet that's that I can see right now. So I am going to have like an actual like base where I can sit and record my vlogs, which is great because I've been struggling with that. And I can work on my lighting and stuff like that too. So I'm hoping that, this will all kind of come together, and I'll have my own little sort of workstation or whatever you want to call it, where I can edit videos, I can record vlogs, I can, I'm also out of the way. I can, Rachel can use the whole downstairs if, I need to record something or whatever. I might even start recording Let's Plays up here if I can do what I want to do, because I'm thinking about getting like a monitor or even a TV to just hook a computer to, so I can actually just record Let's Plays right here or record live streams right here. So I'm trying to set up my own little workstation sort of thing. Not really an office because we don't have an office room or anything, but just this is a spare room. There's a bed right here, as you can see. So, it's just our spare room that we do extra things with. Rachel will probably record her piano recordings here, all that jazz. So yeah, that kind of goes along with it too. I'm hoping, I guess I'll say for this year, one of my resolutions is setting up this kind of base to be able to do my channel stuff and hopefully, get some new equipment, both hopefully with it being maybe a bit easier of a year for me financially and through Patreon and monetizing and such. Maybe I'm hoping to be able to actually finally be able to upgrade some of my equipment and my software so I can make better videos. That's what this is all about. I want to make better videos. I want to make more engaging content. I want to make some really high caliber stuff. Like I have to say that when it comes to videos that I've produced this year, it's some of my favorite stuff. I think the Super NES video, that kind of led into the Brief History series, which just happened. I made the Rare one, which has done really well. That just finally got over 1,000 views. The Castlevania one blew my expectations out of the water. I promise you guys, all of you guys who have subscribed, that the second part of it is coming. The holidays have really slowed me down with that. I've been I'm still working on the script. It will be done. You have my word. That's the next thing in the queue. It's just a matter of balancing everything else. So yeah. So I will have that done. I'm super proud of those well-scripted videos. I also did the awesome Brief History of Metroid video, which I collaborated with on James. I thought that was awesome. I want to do more collaborations with people. I think that would be a really, really great. It helped me when James wrote, like, I'd say 85-90% of the Metroid script, because that was a huge portion of the video that I didn't have to worry about. I could, do other stuff. And then I was just able to edit the video. The two things that are the most time consuming with Brief History videos, with something like the Top 20 Super NES videos, with other projects that I want to do, is that the scripting takes forever, and the actual video editing portion of it takes forever. And then the narration, like I've said before, is very difficult. I often require many takes because I can be I'm not necessarily the best at reading off of a script, and I want to, I want to become a better narrator. So that's, again, a lot of these goals, as you can see, kind of all go hand in hand. Better equipment, working on my editing skills, working on my narration skills, working on my writing skills, writing better scripts. All of those things kind of go hand in hand, and these are just the overall goals that I have moving forward for the channel, is just improving all of those things so I can just keep making better content. And I really think that I have come a long way, especially this last year, as a producer just as a video producer, as far as with my editing skills. Like I said, I've pretty much exhausted iMovie, and I'm ready for another, like a better, more advanced software, like something like Adobe Premiere or something like that. And I'm just ready to start doing more of that stuff. I'm itching to just make better quality stuff. And it does better too. I mean, to be real about it, I mean, it does get a lot more views and a lot more favor. And I get a great response to it, like the Castlevania video. So these are all goals that I'm going to continue to work on. I really, if anybody wants to collaborate on anything, if anybody has an idea for a script that you want to, like James, if you want to, I did that poll recently on the channel about what brief history series you'd like to see next. It's going to probably be The Legend of Zelda, based on the fact that it won the poll like handedly. So James, I know, has mentioned wanting to collab with me on that. If you want to start writing some of that script, man, feel free. I'll write some of it too, and we could do what we did with the Metroid video. If anybody else has anything that they want to collaborate with me, I'm always open for that, as long as some portion of the labor can be divided, because I'm already quite strung out here trying to basically, or wrung out, maybe strung out. I'm not a heroin addict. Maybe more of like a more wrung out a little bit as far as dividing up my time and everything. So that being said, I would like to do more collaborations with people. I'd like to do more. I'm like to do the second part of Castlevania. I'd like to do more brief history stuff like Zelda and other things. I'd like to do more countdown videos. I did the top 20 Super Nintendo games. How about a top 20 N64 game list? Or how about, my top 10 favorite video game characters, or my top 10, what I'm saying? Videos like that would be easy to do, and would be really fun to do. So I'm thinking I want to do more of those. As far as other scripted stuff, I have a couple of ideas for, like, I want to do a documentary on I say documentary just for lack of a better term, but like I have an idea to do one on the Super Nintendo Enix RPGs. Like I really, really want to do that. That's been in my mind forever that I want to put that together. So there's a lot of scripted stuff. Oh, that's another thing. I got my notes in front of me and I'm trying to go off of memory. See, this is what I do. I'll just read the notes. Another thing that I'd like to do would be stuff like reviews of games, and other projects. I had another idea that I pitched to somebody else about reviewing a game and things like that. So all of these things come in due time. They all take a lot of time and effort. I don't have a lot of time working full-time, and this past year I also went to school both semesters, so that was also a big factor. And I'll be taking the next semester off to try to kind of recoup, and both financially and because I have to take math, and I'm gonna have to study like crazy for that. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little extra time, I think, especially this spring. So I'm gonna try to put any extra effort I can back into the channel to make better content. So that's another thing. So as far as my regular content goes, you guys might have noticed that there has been a severe lack of Let's Plays and live streams lately, which that's another issue that I want to talk about right now today, and it's something that I've actually discussed with Rachel, because Rachel's always telling me, hey, anytime you want to do your videos, let me know. Totally reasonable, right? My brain goes, but I need to like hang out with Rachel, and you know what I mean? I want to, and I do. I want to spend time with her and stuff, and I start to feel bad if I don't. So sometimes I just feel bad taking that extra time. So to alleviate that, we were literally just talking the other day about literally scheduling time during the week, you know, if it's every other day or whatever, for me to work on videos or to record videos or do live streams. So, folks, I am going to try my best. You guys who love my live streams, I'm going to try my absolute best to start doing a weekly live stream again. I had said in my my 2019 New Year's resolutions video that I wanted to do I wanted to start streaming on Twitch. I think I'm going to axe that idea because it just hasn't happened. Maybe it'll happen eventually. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to axe that, but I am going to still try to do at least a weekly stream again. I don't know when that's going to be yet. I'm struggling with that. But when Rachel and I work out a schedule as far as the channel goes, I'm going to find a pocket of time, even if it's just like 2 hours or so a week, to stream every week. Weekly stream. So if certain times work better for other people, let me know below. I appreciate any feedback I can get on that. And yeah, so I promise you guys more live streams will be coming. And I know Rachel's really itching to play more Link's Awakening and to play more Yoshi's Crafted World. And I promise that I will try as soon as I can to get this this computer problem fixed, so I can just stream whatever I want and not have all these freaking technical issues, which are very frustrating. So that will be a focus as well. As far as the Let's Plays, as I've always said, the Let's Plays probably are the thing that get the least amount of views, but are the most fun, maybe, aside from the live streams. And with the Let's Plays, I'm being realistic about it, and I'm going to, with the schedule, I'm going to make sure that I'm doing Let's Plays regularly. But you guys, I think it's going to be like 2-3 Let's Play videos tops a week. I think that's all I'm going to be able to manage. Just trying to be realistic about it. If I can, I'd like to do at least 1 or 2 parts of Wind Waker with Rachel, because she's been really into it. And I want to finish Wind Waker. I love Wind Waker. And maybe I'll try to do at least an episode of Final Fantasy a week. If I can carve out the right amount of time, I will do that. But yeah, I'm going to at least attempt to keep the Let's Plays going a little bit, because they are the very foundation that my channel was originally based on, and I don't ever really want to stop doing Let's Plays, even if I get really big and I'm known for my well-scripted videos and all that stuff. The Let's Plays are still important. It's fun. It's a fun way to play with my friends, play with my wife, hang out. I just love the overall vibe and I don't know, just I like doing the Let's Play format. It's fun. So I don't want to abandon that. So any of you guys who are really into my Let's Plays and are sad that I haven't been doing them and been doing other things, don't worry. It's just what my channel does. I kind of have like the different videos I do tend to wax and wane. So it's kind of like I'm just kind of, the Let's Plays are in a lull right now, and I've been doing other stuff. So I promise you guys that that the Let's Plays will come back in some regular fashion once I get my schedule set up. So I'm going to talk about, I'm on a break right now. I've got a week-long holiday break. By the end of it, Rachel and I will sort out a schedule for me to do all of that. I also do. I also launched this year. Just to say this to anybody who does not know, I launched the podcast with my friend Andrew. It's called Sound of Muzak. I do that once every 2 weeks. So that's another thing, another kind of like little slice of time that's taken away from the channel. Now I want to do that, and it's a very manageable thing because it's only every 2 weeks. But that's another little thing that I've done this year that I've been putting some time and effort into, and it's something that I want to do because I love music, and it fills that need of mine to do. Because I originally wanted to do some kind of like music related content on the channel here, but it just didn't work for some reason. It kept getting it put on the back burner. But with Andrew, I've since he's involved as well, and he like kind of bugs me about it, and I bug him, and we go back and forth about stuff. I'm kind of like basically not forced, but I have an incentive to keep doing music related content. So there's also that too that I work on. Sound of Muzak takes a little bit of my time as well, but I like doing that, so I'm gonna stick with it. But yeah, so yeah, Let's Plays, live streams, more well produced videos. What do I not talk about here? yeah, so basically, okay, my resolutions are 500 5K subs, 500,000 views by the end of the year. We'll see if we get there. I want to come up with a concrete schedule for recording, for posting videos, and for doing live streams. I want to finish I want to do part 2 of the Castlevania video and continue to do more brief history videos because I love doing those, and I love like gaming documentaries on YouTube. They're really fun to watch. I just enjoy them. I want to do other projects like that, like of better quality, such as reviews of games and collaborations with other people. And I want to do more countdown lists as well. As far as Let's Plays, I would like to finish Final Fantasy VII. That I promise I'm going to finish Final Fantasy VII. I still want to try to finish it before the remake comes out. I got a few months to do it. I might be able to swing it, but I don't know. I want to finish Wind Waker with Rachel, and I want to finish Tales with Dave. Dave, I know you'll watch this. You have my, I am dedicated to Tales. We will finish it. The episodes may be few and far between since we don't see each other as much as we did, but you have my commitment that Tales will be done. This also applies to you, Steven, because I know you're such a huge fan of it. So Tales, believe me, Tales is not on my radar, or not off of my radar. We will definitely finish it. Come up with a manageable Let's Play schedule. Yeah, that's part of it. And weekly live streams. And, one other thing that we hadn't, that I hadn't discussed that I had last year was I wanted to make a film. I wanted to write a script and film a mini movie kind of thing. And we started that. We actually, that's another thing that I'm super stoked about that we did we started this year, and it was one of my resolutions. We not quite finished the script, but have it almost done, and started filming Harry and the Golden Golf Clubs, which we've talked about, which, long story short for you guys, is it's basically a film based off of the first Mario Golf game. And its history, if you want to know where its history comes from, watch the very first episode of Drunk Mario Golf, where Rachel and I were talking about it. And the idea literally was born out of that. So, yeah, it's a film about Mario Golf. We actually did film it. We filmed a whole scene, which I have, and we are planning to do more of that this year. I don't know if we're going to finish it, but I would like to have a lot more of it filmed and at least close to finished by the end of the year, if not finished. So I hope you guys look forward to that. I think it's going to be hilarious. The entire Kuroda crew at some point are all going to play parts in it. I have everybody knows what role they're going to play. Everybody has a part. It's going to be really good. I'm really, really excited about it. And that's another thing that I'm going to continue to work on throughout this year. Finish Harry and the Golden Golf Clubs. I promise you guys it will be worth the wait. It's going to be a really, really funny and really cool kind of silly video. So that's another reason I need better software, editing software, and a better camera, is because I want that to be a much higher quality film. It actually did turn out really well filming this scene on my phone. I think it was because we filmed it on a really bright sunny day, and it just turned out really well. But moving forward, I would like to have a camera at least for at least some of those shots, especially when we have a few scenes we got to film at night. I'd like to have a much better quality camera to be able to do that. So keep an eye out for Harry and the Golden Golf Clubs. It's coming. And at the very least, if the film doesn't come out this year, you're going to see at least a preview of it on this channel at some point. So keep an eye out. I hope you enjoy it. It should be very, very entertaining. What else did we do? Oh yeah, and I think I'd also said that I wanted to do a convention video, which I did, which was Retro Game Con. So if we go to a convention this year again, I will probably make another video. So keep in mind, I love doing those like travel kind of vloggy videos where I'm with the Kuroda crew and my other friends and stuff, and we do that. So keep an eye out for that too. So to wrap up, I have a few other things that I wanted to mention. I'm terrible at promoting my, because one of the other things that I had said, probably the last resolution from last year that I didn't mention, was that I wanted to streamline the channel more. which I haven't really done, to be honest. But I am going to say that if you haven't, check out my Discord and check out my Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, it's at KrotaKaisuke1. And the Discord is always in the description below. And the link to my Twitter is too. So I never, ever, ever, ever advertise my Twitter or my Discord. But like my Discord is always active. We have a great community. Come join us. All are welcome. It's fun. We have a lot of hilarious times in the Discord. The Discord turned 1 year old this year, by the way, and I can't even believe it. It's been awesome hanging out with you guys and getting to know you guys in the Discord. You guys have become like my second internet family here. So I really love the Discord. We're always welcome new people. Please join the Discord and follow me on Twitter. I am not the best at making interesting tweets and stuff, but if you want to keep up with me, if you want to see when if you want to see when my live streams are going to be posted or whatever, I always post them on there. So yeah, at KrotaKaisuke1. I wanted to mention the community tab, and so with the 1,000 with me getting 1,000 subscribers, I have activated the community tab, which I've been really enjoying, actually. It's a cool little way. It's like, it's better than Twitter, or something like that, because I can just kind of like message you guys directly, and I love putting up the polls. It seems like a lot of people find that entertaining. So I have a couple of ideas for the community tab that I'd like to do. Like, I've thought about doing like little tournaments, where I could, see what the best game of the year is, or blah blah blah, And alongside this, I have a pitch, and I want to specifically, I'll get to my pitch in a second, but I want to specifically acknowledge two people, actually. I want to acknowledge James, also known as Bacon Mob, and thank you, James, for all the collaborations, particularly the Metroid video, and I'm down to do more collaborations with you. Please let me know. Obviously, you know that. If you want to do like Zelda stuff or anything else, guys, go check out his blog. He stopped doing his channel, but he started doing his blog. He's got some really good, interesting reads there. And I wanted to mention somebody else really important to the channel, and that's 3D Reaper, also known as EGW Studios. If you guys hadn't noticed, a lot of my thumbnails, like for Let's Plays and for the Retro Game Con video, for the Mother video, my avatar and my banner, all of my artwork on the channel is done by 3D Reaper, also known as EGW Studios. He has a webcomic that he does that I'll try to link below. He also has a channel. Be sure to follow him. He's on my channels tab there. He's linked to the overall channel, but he does a lot of really good art. I really like his art style, and I'm always bugging him. I'm always bugging him for him to make me thumbnails and other things. So for that, 3D, I want to personally thank you for that. But he's also approached me about a project that I'm thinking of doing. We've discussed it thoroughly. It's again time management, trying to figure out when I'm going to do this, but he has approached me about a project that would incorporate like sort of animation with his art and me potentially, like me or both of us scripting something. So you can expect a little bit of that too, possibly. It's a project that we're still very much in like the, I guess you'd say, like alpha stages of. We're trying to like see how it'll work, and we haven't discussed it a ton just because of being, me being busy, him being busy, whatever. But there's another potential project I might work on with him involving his art in kind of an animation sort of thing. And yeah, expect that. I'll let you know when further developments, when more details, when we actually work some stuff out. But yeah, I also have another pitch I was thinking for a sort of animation thing, and I'm gonna actually pitch this in this video right now. So when I was back in the day, when I was younger, I had a website. I had a Mario website, and I was part of a Nintendo forum that I met James and Rachel on. And one thing I always used to love to do was something that I used to see on this website called NintendoLand.com. If anybody remembers NintendoLand.com, like, please say it, because that was like a huge part of my childhood. I loved NintendoLand.com. And one thing they always used to do were death matches, and I used to always be like, ooh, I used to like get excited about pitting this character against this character. So I had this idea of maybe, because now that I can use the community tab and can just put polls up on the channel, I had this idea of doing like a weekly death match thing, and potentially like pitting two characters against each other. Everybody votes on who's gonna win. I write like a brief, like 3-minute script of a death match. And then 3D, this is a pitch to you. If you want to animate some of that or like do some art for that, that would be a really, really interesting idea. And basically, obviously, whoever wins the poll, the death match is, that's the winner of the death match, and we could do tournaments and brackets and stuff. I don't know. It's a crazy idea. I just thought it would be a really cool idea. I like the idea of doing fun things like that. So I don't know. It's kind of a cool way to utilize the community tab and just like make these quick little silly videos and kind of animated. I don't know. We won't do it like a frame by frame animation. Maybe like a animated comic style kind of thing. But yeah, 3D. You let me know if you're into that idea. In the meantime, we'll talk about the other idea we had. But if not, I'm still considering doing something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But I had this cool idea. I was thinking of it today. I was like, ooh, I should pitch that on the channel. See what you guys think of that idea. But yeah, I think. Oh. I gotta say one more thing. Aaron, A Brief History of Shrek is coming. I have not forgotten. That's the only other thing I wanted to say. That being said, guys, I think I've rambled enough. That video was far more rambly than I wanted it to be, but I'm really, really, honestly, very excited for 2020. I'm really excited to see where the channel's gonna go. There's other stuff I didn't mention. I want to do more vlogs. I haven't been vlogging enough, I think. I'd like to do a weekly vlog. All kinds of other stuff, movie reviews, game reviews, blah, blah, blah. I'll do more of that too. That's one thing I always like about my channel is that I think you can kind of expect the unexpected, I guess, or just always know that I'm going to try new things and try to, keep things fresh and interesting. So I hope you guys stick with me. I really appreciate all the support that you guys have given me over the last 3 years. We're, by the way, coming up on the 3-year anniversary of the channel in like a week, I think. So, like, I'll try to acknowledge that in some way as well. It's been a wild ride, man. 3 years, 1,000 subscribers later, over 1,000 videos later. I can't even believe we've come this far. And, despite the highs, the lows, all those things, I'm still going. I don't plan on going anywhere. I really hope that 2020, as far as I'm concerned, 2019 was the best year of the channel, since I started it. And I think that 2020 is going to be even better than 2019. So here's hoping, guys, that it's an even better 2020. I, again, as always, love you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have given me over the years. Thank you to all you newbies who have subscribed to me, and I hope you guys are patient with me and are willing to be open-minded about whatever whatever path I decide to take with this channel. Whatever kind of changes happen or whatever. I don't know. I hope you guys are just in it, for the ride. And I don't know. I got nothing else to say. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the Kuroda crew, everybody else. Have a great 2020. I'll see you there. Peace.